Hi everyone, it's Veronica. Welcome back to another video. Today I just want to do an adorable earring set here, and I will show you in a second which one it is. But I do want to let you know the materials. So these here are my, they are check bicone. They're 4mm, and they're like a raspberry or fuchsia, or, beautiful pink with some Picasso. They're absolutely luscious looking. I just love these. I use these very sparingly, but they go perfect with the teal. These are 11 Toho seed beads, and they are in this beautiful bright teal color, and it's silver lined, so it gives a beautiful shine. And so those together look absolutely gorgeous. So just take, if you have these colors, take them out and just a little pile, and you'll need 2 of those. I've already made a set, so whatever I'm going to use here, just double it up for a pair of earrings. So now these here, these are thinner, much thinner than the other 4mm. These are slightly bigger than the 4mm. Let's see, the ones that I normally use, but I wanted the thin ones. So as you can see, this is slightly bigger, and it's probably, closer to 5mm. Okay. So we're going to be using those. It's just because it's thinner, and I could use the 4mm throughout, but I just decided on just using the thinner ones here. Okay, you're going to need 20 gauge. Okay, I'm using gold. So again, this is techniques. You don't have to have the exact same stuff, but I just love having these 2 colors together, and I decided, I was just playing around today making some stuff, and I will show you some of those things. So I just have some finished pieces. So I do want to let you know the tools that you're going to need, of course, are you'll need your wire straightener, okay, your flush cutters, you'll need your round nose pliers, and tools to open your jump rings. Okay, I tend to like to use these here. You'll need your bail pliers, or I have the 6-step. Some are just one big whopping size here. I like to have different sizes, so I got the 6-step bail pliers. So I think that's pretty much it. So you want to take 2 pieces of your 20 gauge wire and make it about 2 inches long. I would say, let's see, would 2 inches be fine enough? I would say go 2.5, just to give yourself a little extra, just in case. Okay, so cut yourself 2 inches, 2 pieces of your 20 gauge wire. Okay, now I'm gonna cut one here, and I'll be right back, because we're gonna go make our ear wire. Okay, so I have my other one here, and just make sure that while it's still on the spool, you want to straighten out your wire. This will kind of give it a little bit of work hardening, so it'll be a little stiffer, which is kind of what you want with your ear wires. And then just make sure that both ends are flush. Okay, so I want to show you the pair that we are going to make. It is just so cute, and it's a very dainty small piece, as you can see. So I'm just going to bring this up closer. So we are going to make the ear wire that has the bicone in it, and we are going to make this beautiful little dangly here with all the jump rings. Okay, and I just think the gold absolutely looks beautiful. So it's kind of hard to tell what it looks like, but it's just so cute. All right, so that is what we're going to do here. Now, I've showed you before on how to make your own ear wires, but again, we have new eyes coming aboard our channel, so it's always good to continue to repeat the process of how things are done. So what we're going to do is make sure it's flush, and you want to take and make yourself a loop like you would any, you know, a normal size loop here for your ear wire. Okay, so you can be a little bit out, it doesn't have to be tucked in, so you can go ahead and round that. Make sure it's consistent with your other one, and this way you can bring it in. It'll look more like a teardrop, okay, because it's easier when something is dangling from that it doesn't get caught up into the circle and then it gets stuck on the side and you're walking around with your earring, you know, sideways instead of dangling downward. So now at this point, this is where you're going to put on your bead that you prefer, okay, and you're going to bring that down. Okay, now you're going to take your bail pliers, and I like to use this is the smallest, second, third, fourth. The fourth biggest one here for my ear wire. So that's about a 6 millimeter. And I am going to come in and make sure that that is going to be the part I'm wrapping around. So I'm going to come in like this. Make sure that bead is down against that loop. Okay. And then I'm going to bring this around and bring it all the way till it almost touches like that. Okay, then you're going to take it out, and it may be a little crooked, so you want to make sure that you get that straightened out, and you can certainly do that. And that normally it wouldn't be crooked is simply because I'm showing you on video, so it's not always easy to get my hand around in a straight fashion trying to get underneath this camera. But just make sure that it's straight. Now from here, you'll then have to bring the bail pliers up, and as you can see, just rest that loop on the other one here, because now you're going to come from underneath and cut right in here with your flush cutters. Just make sure everything is nice and straight. Okay, make sure you use your flush end up against that, so flat to flat. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and give it a snip, and then you can take your flat nose pliers and just go to the very end and then just give it a gentle turn so that you have that. Okay, so now you have your bead here that you want to show. Okay, just make sure everything is straight. Okay, so now you can set that aside. We're now going to work on getting our jump rings. Basically, it's very easy. Open up a jump ring. So we are going to be using approximately 13 of these. Okay, so we want one dangling from here and then 2 from that one. And then on each of the 2, you're going to put 5 on each. Okay, and then these 2 are going to be ones that are going to be put on each side once we get the other finished. So you'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of these together here. So let me just come in a little bit. And basically, I'm going to be opening up my jump rings. Make sure that's open enough. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take and just get one of my 11-0s on there. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and put that on here. Okay, so each one that, the only one that you don't want here, let me just start this. So I think it's best if we work with getting it on the ear wire. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this out just a little bit, because the only one that's going to really not have any seed beads on it is the very first one that we're going to put on here. So we're going to go ahead and close this. Just put one on there. Sorry for jumping ahead. So essentially that's what you want to do, is just have one hanging there, because you want to have it in a position so that they're going to hang correctly. Okay, sorry about that, went out of frame. So just go ahead and put it on your ear wire. Okay, now from here we're going to go ahead and, whoops, that's what happens. So now we're going to put on 2 more. Okay, because they are going in the opposite direction, and that's what we want. Okay, these 2 are for the outside. Okay, so put on 2 more onto that ring, onto the jump ring that you put on. Okay, so now it's going to look, see if I can get that in there. So basically it's going to be like that. Okay, so you're going to put 2 on that. Now on each of these is now where we are going to put our seed beads on each. So now you can get 10 of them, 5 on each side. So I'm just going to show you a couple, and then I'll get it done for you and come back. I'll do the rest of them off. So basically just get yourself a seed bead and put it on. Take one of those jump rings. Make sure you don't get it through both, just one. Okay, very simple. Give it a close. Okay, now I'm going to do one for the other side. Normally I would do 5 on one side and then go to the other side, but I just want to show you so that you know that we're going to do 5 on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a jump ring, a seed bead, and now I'm going to come over, and you could see where the other side, so I'm just going to go to the other side here. Okay, sorry, just keep going out of frame, this is terrible. So it's just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. Alright, I'm going to show you one more time, because now you are going to put 5 on each of those rings. So you will have 10 altogether. Oops, I lost it. I'm losing my seed beads. So put your seed bead on. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that on right there. Close it up and repeat that 3 more times for that side. And I'm going to go ahead and do it 4 more times on the other side, since we already put one on that other side. Okay, and when I come back, then we'll get the other 2 on the back and the front. Okay, just wanted to make sure you knew where I was at. So as you can see, I got 5 on that one side. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the other ring here where I only did 1. Okay, and I'm going to add 4 more to that one. Okay, so you can see there's only one on that side. Okay, all right, so I'll be right back. Okay, I have all 10 of them on those 2 rings, and if you can see, those 2 that we originally put on, let me point to it. These 2, you see how these 2 right here, those are the 2 that we hung 5 on this one and 5 on that one. So now we're going to take our 4mm, and the same thing, we're going to find that opening. Oh my goodness. Okay. Go ahead and open up your jump ring. Now, for this earring set, please make sure that your jump rings are closed and your jump rings are straight. So now from here, with those 2, we're going to take this one and we're going to bring those together. Okay, make sure it doesn't go through any other jump ring except those 2. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and close that. Make sure they are nice and straight. And as you can see, we got one side done. Now we're going to do the other side. Same thing. And it goes pretty fast. If you're just opening up jump rings, getting your seed beads on, knowing where you want to place your seed beads and your jump rings, you know, you can design whatever you want. Some people who do chainmail, you know that this is something that is, you know, that's fun. I don't get into that. I just designed this today because I thought it was so cute that it kind of looked like a flower hanging there upside down. So now I'm going to go to the other side. Since I brought those 2 together on that side, I'm going to come back here and go to that side and make sure no other jump ring gets caught up in that. Okay, so this is not chainmail. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that I designed getting some jump rings together, which I thought were adorable. And I just think they're so cute the way they just flow so nicely. So if you look at it, it almost looks like a little flower from up at the top, and then when it, you know, when it's laying down, it spreads apart so nicely. You know, if your seed beads land at the bottom, they'll just hang there. And look at the bottom. Let me hold these. Look at how cute that looks. And that's the bottom. That is just so cute. So everybody, I think that's pretty much it. So as you can see, here they are. Get them nice and falling down to where they need to be. And then there you are. Aren't they the cutest? All right, let me get the other earrings that I was just messing around with and I made today, and I'll be right back. All right, so I just made 3 sets. I've been actually up since like 3 o'clock this morning, just kind of putzing around and working with some wire. So these here, these came in the Gemstone Orphanage, and so I made this bracelet and I put the teal 11/0s in between. Not sure if you can see that, if that lighting is, it's pretty good, but these are like the mother of pearl in different shapes and sizes here. I just thought this was so beautiful because it's organic, so I just kind of put that together, and I used a toggle clasp and some wire guards right here. Okay, and I just thought that was cute, so I made some earrings to go with that. I just used the 26 gauge because the holes are so tiny that you can't get anything else through. So I had to kind of double up and do like a twist in order to make a loop, and then do a wrap loop with that. And then I just made the ear wires to go with that. So, and I tried to find the two that match the most. So these are definitely all natural, organic, and so you're not going to have two exactly the same. But I just think they're so beautiful with that mother of pearl, that beautiful sheen, and that rainbow color that comes out of that. It's so pretty. Okay, so then I made these here. Same thing. I used some jump rings, except this was inspired by the Homestring Jewelry. They made a design with a necklace with something similar here, and I just decided I wanted to make one set and make some earrings with that. So I used my 8mm and my, I guess that's a 6mm, 4mm. This is with my 18 gauge here. So I just wrapped a carnelian. This is lightly faceted, as you can see. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I just anchored it with the 26 gauge wire, which is the champagne gold. And I made it pair like that. I made myself some ear wires with the 18 gauge. So they kind of look nice when they're just hanging. Really nice. And so there's the set. So yeah, it's just leaning on there, but when they're hanging there, these hang equally. Okay, and then just this set here. So I did the same thing, except I did it with the gold, and these here are my check. These are shells, and they're not real shell, they're glass, but I've had them for so long, and I just couldn't figure out what in the world to do with these beads. And so I figured, you know, I was already making the one around the 6mm, or that's an 8mm, and I'm like, well, this is rounded. Let me see if I can do the same thing. It wasn't easy just you know, bring it around and do it, you know, loop and everything. It does take some finagling and holding on to and making sure that when you wrap to anchor it in place, that it doesn't keep sliding and flipping around and everything else. I wanted to make sure it was snug enough. And so I just figured I'll show them as finished pieces as opposed to trying to do a tutorial with that. I think some people who do the wire work, you can figure it out. Just know that you know, it takes some finagling and strength with your fingers to keep it up against this and wrap around to anchor this in place. So it is a bead, and I decided to try that with that same style, and that's that. So everyone, I hope you have a beautiful day, and God bless, and we will see you again on another video, and happy beading, and maybe we'll see you again soon. All right, bye-bye. And oh, also, hopefully the giveaway video is up before this one. So just know that I will make an announcement as to when I will be doing the drawing for it. So if you haven't made a comment on that video, please go back and leave a comment so that when I pick up and do the comment picker, that you will be in there as well. Okay, so I do have some really amazing stuff that's being put in the box, and that is going to go to the winner. So everyone, we'll see you soon, and I wish you well on hopefully you'll be the winner, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.